You're mine next week, and I'll take you like never before. Current thoughts and feelings. You don't even realize how long I've waited for this moment. The week when you finally become completely mine. Next week isn't just a date. It's destiny's way of saying our souls can no longer survive apart. The thought of touching you again keeps me awake at night. My hands already remember the path to your skin. You belong to me in ways words can't describe. And next week, I'll prove it without needing to say a word. Every day until next week feels like a countdown to a storm I can no longer control. I've imagined it 1,000 times. The look in your eyes when I finally take you without hesitation. You're not ready for how deep my love runs, but next week you'll feel every ounce of it. This isn't lust, it's something more dangerous, a craving that only your presence can calm. The way your name echoes in my mind has become my favorite kind of madness. Next week, when I touch you, it won't just be your body I'm claiming. It'll be every fear, every memory, every heartbeat. I've kept my distance out of respect, but next week, my restraint ends and my truth begins. I want to learn every inch of your silence and turn it into music only we understand. You don't understand how patient I've been. Next week is not about wanting, it's about finally. My hands are trembling with anticipation, not because I doubt, but because I know what's coming. You've awakened a part of me that doesn't know how to rest until you're underneath my devotion. The world can burn next week. My only mission will be to worship you in every possible way. It's not about control. It's about connection so deep that the air between us catches fire. I've never wanted someone's soul to collide with mine so fiercely until you. You think you know love, but next week you'll feel what it means to be consumed by it. You've been haunting my dreams, but next week you'll become my reality. Every second away from you feels like a rehearsal for the moment I finally have you close. My heart beats differently when I think about next week. Faster, darker, needier. You're the calm I crave and the chaos I need. Both will meet when I hold you again. The universe has been whispering, wait until next week. Like a secret promise it's dying to keep. I want your breath, your heartbeat, your surrender. Next week, I'll take nothing less. Your absence has been a hunger, but next week, I'll finally taste what forever feels like. You are my unfinished sentence, and next week, I'll finally write the ending with my hands. If the world only knew what I feel when I imagine your touch, it would call it dangerous. You've always belonged to me, not out of ownership, but out of divine alignment. Every time I close my eyes, I see flashes of next week, wild, sacred, inevitable. I don't want to love you gently. I want to love you with a truth that leaves marks on time. You've been my patience's test, my obsession's reward, and next week, my reality. The energy between us is not of this world. Next week, it will finally find its form. Every day, I'm fighting the urge to reach out, but I know next week I won't have to. I don't just want your body. I want your fears, your quiet thoughts, your unspoken desires. Next week will be the moment our silence explodes into something unforgettable. I've prayed for a love that feels like a storm, and that's exactly what you are. You've changed me in ways even time can't undo. Next week, I'll show you how deeply. You're the peace I crave after every war inside me. Next week, I'll find home in you. When I say you're mine, it's not to claim, it's to promise I'll never stop choosing you. I've imagined every possible scenario, but none compare to the moment I'll finally hold you again. Next week, I'll erase the distance between what I dream and what I can finally touch. You're the reason my self-control has become my greatest enemy. I've memorized your silence more than your words, and next week I'll listen to it up close. You're my unfinished prayer, and next week I'll whisper the Amen. Every night feels longer, knowing next week brings the moment everything changes. My love isn't gentle, it's honest, raw, and it burns in ways you'll never forget. You make me believe in divine timing, because no one else could make next week feel like destiny. You've turned waiting into worship, and I've never been more devoted to anything in my life. Next week isn't about passion alone. It's about the truth my soul has been dying to show yours. You're not my obsession. You're my home disguised as chaos. My thoughts are no longer mine. They all wear your face. I don't want you to prepare. I want you to feel what I've been feeling in silence. Next week, I'll show you what it means to be completely seen and still adored. When I see you next week, I don't want to talk. I just want silence loud enough to remember forever. I'll hold you like the world's ending, because in my heart, it's already burning for you. Every time I picture your face, my chest tightens. I don't know if it's love or surrender. Next week, when I touch you, I'll do it like I'm tracing the edges of a dream I never want to wake from. I'm not trying to own you. I'm trying to meet your soul where it's been hiding all this time. I can already feel your heartbeat in my veins, even before our hands meet again. You don't realize it yet, but every breath you take next week will belong to the rhythm we create together. I've never wanted a moment to last forever, but next week I'll beg time to freeze. When I finally hold you, I'll forget what it means to let go. You'll see it in my eyes, every second of waiting, every suppressed desire, every silent promise. Next week won't just be passion. It will be the poetry of everything I've been dying to say. You've been haunting my dreams, but soon you'll be haunting my sheets. I've loved you quietly for too long. Next week, my silence turns into touch. There's something dangerous in the way I crave you, but even heaven understands I can't stop now. Your name has become my favorite sin, and next week I'll finally confess it with my lips. The distance between us has been a lesson in restraint. Next week, it becomes history. I'll kiss you like forgiveness and touch you like truth. You're not just my desire, you're my unfinished destiny waiting to unfold. Every night I've stayed awake thinking about this, and next week I'll finally rest in your arms. My body remembers the warmth of yours like a prayer that never ended. Next week, you'll understand why my eyes always looked like they were searching for something. It was you. You've been the shadow behind every heartbeat. Now you'll become the reason for it. I don't want to talk about the past anymore. I just want to feel the present wrapped around you. Every time you breathe next week, I want it to sound like my name. There's no hesitation left, only hunger wrapped in devotion. You'll understand next week that this isn't about possession, it's about merging souls. You've always been my favorite what if. Now you'll become my most beautiful reality. Next week, I'll learn the shape of your silence and the weight of your surrender. Your touch is the only language my heart still understands. I'll look at you like I'm seeing sunlight after centuries of darkness. Next week, you'll know why I never gave up on you. You were never meant to be temporary. My heart beats too loud whenever your name crosses my mind. Imagine what will happen when you're near. You're the reason I've stopped believing in accidents. Everything about you feels written. Next week isn't about control. It's about losing it completely in your eyes. Every dream I've had this year ends with your name and my surrender. You've been the ache I've learned to live with. Next week, I'll finally let it break me. You'll see it in my touch. I'm not here to play. I'm here to remember us. When our eyes meet next week, it'll be like time admitting it was wrong to keep us apart. I've been patient, but my soul has already run ahead to where you are. You'll never understand how deep this goes until you feel the way I hold you. Every whisper next week will carry the weight of everything I never dared to say. You've been my temptation, my peace, and my punishment all in one breath. Next week, I'll let my heart speak through my hands. Words could never be enough. I've memorized the curve of your silence. Now I want to rewrite it with my warmth. The space between us is trembling. It knows what's coming. Next week, I'll take you beyond wanting, straight into knowing. You've made my heart ache in beautiful ways. Next week, you'll make it burn. You won't recognize me. I'm becoming everything I promised you in whispers. I've waited lifetimes to love you without interruption. Next week, eternity will take its turn. When I said, "You're mine," I didn't mean to cage you. I meant I finally found my home. Next week, the air will change. Even silence will blush between us. I'll kiss you slow, like I'm learning your soul by touch alone. You'll understand that what I feel isn't obsession, it's divine recognition. Every moment until then is a countdown to a memory we'll never forget. Next week, I'll show you what it means to be wanted beyond words, beyond time. You've become my weakness and my weapon all at once. There's no turning back now. The fire's already been lit in both our hearts. Next week, when our worlds collide, the stars will have no choice but to watch. You're mine, not because I demanded it, but because fate decided long before we met.